enough of the nonsense. Let's get into the charts. Apologies for not uploading videos recently. For the past about 4 days, I've been extremely sick. You can hear that by my voice, but I'm trying to get this video out to you guys to give you a bit of an update. So on the 4-hourly time frame, we still have our main scenario here, the WXY with a finished low in Y. And at the moment, we are now seeing impulsive structures to the upside, seeing higher prices, and should see a dip down and then higher prices again. If we zoom in to this wave, one high on the time of 1 hour, we can see this playing out as our main scenario. I'm going to discuss today 3 different alternatives, this being alternative 1. So today, alternative 1 sits here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in blue, perfectly touching our 0.618 target for the 5th wave, and now we should be seeing lower prices. From this drop from the top, we have a possible 1 followed by a 2, 3, 4, 5 to come. That would be the A wave in an ABC structure, forming this larger degree wave 2. So let's see what price gives us. The target for wave 2 at the moment sits at 0.5 at $61,109 to $56,560. But at the moment, I do see us a possible retracement into that wave 2 followed by a wave 3. This 1.618 is just an estimate at the moment, measured from the 0.618 in 2. But at the moment, we can see there is a fair value gap, as you can see here on the chart, sitting dead in the middle of this wave 2. So possible rejection there, heading down in that wave 3. But let's see what happens next. For the next alternative in this range, we have an unfinished wave 4 and then a wave 5 still to come. Here in the blue wave count, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 still playing out and a 5 still to come. So in this 4th wave, we have something called an expanding flat. An expanding flat, if I go into some education for you guys, an expanding flat is this, where we have an A wave up or down, a B wave taking the low of the A wave, as you can see, and then the C wave expanding higher than that of the A wave. So on this scenario we have here, we can see the A wave comes down, the B wave comes higher than the high of the A wave, and then the C wave should expand into the low, passing this A wave bottom. If we measure out the B wave target, a B wave target is about 1.236 to the 1.38, hitting that perfectly, and now we are coming down in this wave C. Still in this wave C, we can see that a wave 2 should follow, similar to scenario 1 that we spoke about just now. That is the second scenario. On the third alternative scenario, we have this WXY structure from the drop, where the 5th wave is in and we see another expanding flat here, followed by an X wave to come and a Y wave down. This is what we should see, and then hitting that area of this wave 2. This would be a wave 2 finishing here, and then followed by that a massive wave 3. But let's see what happens when price gets there. On scenario 2 at the moment, we still have this, or we've already discussed that one, we still have this bearish scenario. The scenario is still in the pocket for the wave 2, but it's extending very high. C is extending very high now compared to the A wave, and this is not looking less and less likely on the chart. But we'll see what plays out. I doubt this scenario is the one to play out, where we see another low. For a more likely bearish scenario at the moment, we have this count here. This count here is a still WX with a Y wave not finished, targeting around that $49,000 level. At the moment, we are in an expanding B wave into this Y wave. This expanding B wave is an A, B, C, finishing that Y on the $49,000 level. So this would be a expanding flat like we talked about earlier, and this would be a devastating as we take the high here. At the moment, still on this time frame, we have that mini wave 2 as we've been speaking about. This would be an A wave up, a B wave down, and a C wave up, finishing that B wave and then crashing back all the way down in this C wave. But let's see what price gives us. This is still quite a while away, and it does form a very long range. This would be a range lasting ages here. Also could look at something of an expanding diagonal. We will see, or expanding triangle, but we will see how that plays out. But now on the fair value gap side, we have multiple fair value gaps still on the 4-hourly time frame that are not yet filled, and that order block sitting at around that $51,000 level, $49,000, another fair value gap. All these 4-hourly or weekly fair value gaps not yet filled out. So at some point in the future, we should be filling these out sometime. Now, on the 4-hourly time frame, we have these fair value gaps, looking for that wave 1, higher degree wave 1 up, wave 2 here, finding support here, and then moving up. But we'll still see what price gives us. Now, for trade possibilities in this price region, on the 4-hourly time frame, we still have been speaking about this setup for ages. This setup would be a 1 up and a 2 down, taking longs from this target box here at $61,100 to $56,500. Investing like this in a triangle pattern would be the best, taking small longs from the top and bigger longs as we go down. But that is a setup we have been talking about for ages, and we would still need to wait for those prices. Now, on the 1-hourly time frame, we can see this green box setup here. We would wait for a wave 2 and take longs from that wave 2 down. If I can find my brush, take longs from that wave 2 here, targeting $69,200 to $68,200. Quite a good area, and with a stop loss sitting at the 886. That would be a good short to catch this wave 3, 4, and 5 in that wave A. On the 15-minute time frame at the moment, because B waves are involved, I suggest no trade. This would be somewhat of an A, B, C, or having the wave 1 low here and a B and a C. So let's see what price gives us, but I would not do a trade on the 15-minute time frame. But that's all for Max Trades Crypto. Sorry that I'm so sick. I will work on getting my health back in shape so I can get my videos out on time and all my updates out on time. If you'd like to join the Discord, please click the link in the description and follow the YouTube channel. But it's been Max Trades Crypto. Cheers, guys.